Alright guys, welcome back. This is going to be like an extension combo video to the previous 5 videos that I've done. If you haven't seen them, I'll put a link down below, or I'll put like a little click on the video, so you can just it'll redirect you, because there's 5 parts. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it just pretty much breaks down the combos you can do with this deck. But yeah, this is going to be a new extension because there was a new addition, and new cards came out, which is this guy, and he made all the difference. It just made the extra deck just run really smoothly, because it gives you that extra draw that you didn't have, or extra 2 draws if I can correct myself, because itself, and then when it leaves the field. And then also you got these guys, the option to go into these guys, and these guys are just insane, and it's just a comment, which is really funny, really weird. I don't know, but yeah, this guy's awesome too with Live Waiter. But I'll just show you guys some of the new combos you can do with it. Okay, so essentially, what I want to do is showcase these guys, because pretty much this guy goes into this one, and that's 3 cards. And then and then the way you go into this guy, you need Excel. You need this guy. So pretty much it goes like this. So you bring him out first, and then you want to make him, and then he turns into him, and then that turns into that. So that's that you'll draw 1, 2, and then when this is synchroned with his effect triggers, you draw 1 more. So you draw 1, so this counts as a 2, because when it leaves the field. And then plus 2 more. Itself and Lumberine. So that's insane. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like what? That's just really good. I'm counting correctly, right? I'm pretty sure I'm counting correctly. Yeah. So pretty much, okay. So there's many ways you can do that. You can okay, so let's just do it this way, because this is the most common way, I think, to do it. Okay, so what you do is you pitch this, special this, summon this. This is in your hand. You special this, you bring this out, and then you go right here if you wanted to, but you would go into that, because normally you just draw into that play, because let me show you what I mean. Like you would either have like a junk or a Cobalt in hand, and then synchro with Tatsunoko. You would synchro with Tatsunoko. So that play, it has to unravel into itself. You can't just do that play, because you would choose to do this first. I mean, unless you're forced to do that play where you have to go Excel first, and then climb the way up with climb your way up with drawing 2 off these guys. Because this in itself, making these 2 guys, is you're gonna draw 2, because you're gonna make this guy. You're gonna make this guy, and then this guy is gonna make this guy, and then when this goes to grave, you draw a card, and then when this is synchro summon, you draw another card. So that's 2 cards. You're gonna replace itself. So normally what you do is you'd go into road. Then you draw a card. Let's say you draw either of these guys for the sake of the video. You draw these 2 guys, right? You're gonna use his effect. You're gonna bring back this guy, and then you're gonna level 8 road, right? And then you're gonna synchro for your formula, and then you draw 2 more cards. These 2, it doesn't matter what it is, but for sure, off the draws of this one or this one, you're gonna have to have drawn one of these. Okay, so then, or a level eater if you want to, because you could just level 8, and then with Tatsunoko, you'll just synchro with your hand. So what you do is you level 8 once more, and then this will give you the Tatsunoko that you need. Doesn't matter what it is, just draw a card. And then, since you have 1 level eater engraved, and if you draw no level eater or any of these, they can do that combo. But let's say you don't. You just open the ideal what you want to draw. So it's one of these guys. And for this scenario, you want to get this guy. So you synchro with your hand. And you go for Excel. And then you draw another card. And then you use Excel's effect and you boost them. So you increase it. I mean, you don't have to, but this is kind of low on stars. So you want to keep it at 6, just in case you want to synchro crystal wing with him. But yeah, so you boost his level by 1. So he's +1. And then you're going to level lead this guy. And then that's going to give you your coral dragon. You draw one more card. Doesn't matter what it is. And then you're going to level lead this guy and just keep going. You draw and go for that. So then it goes 1, 2, 3. So you draw. You draw 1, 2, 3. And that's what I mean. To get those extra 2 cards that you wouldn't have drawn if this guy didn't exist makes all the difference, because every draw counts in this deck, and that's just insane. Well, yeah, that like I said, there's no proper way to do it unless you're forced into making that play where you go Excel, Coral, and then him, because you would need to go. Like let's say you open up not so good, and you're kind of forced. You're kind of forced to do like an awkward play where you open up like level eater and a 1-star tuner. You can manage to get to these guys. So what it is let me get this out of the way. Okay, let's say you open up this, and it's kind of awkward. I mean, it's not really awkward because this is really good. So what you do is you pitch this, you special this, and then you level it, quick draw, and then you go for Jet Warrior. All right, and then you reduce this level by 1. You bring back level eater, and then you summon this guy. I mean, right here you can go librarian. And then, but let's say this is when you have no cards in hand. Then you can't. So you're gonna have to do the coral Stardust Charge Warrior play. But normally if you have a card in hand, you would want to go librarian. But anyways, you just okay. So what you do here, you just go formula. You draw 1. That gives you that 1 card, and then right here, this is where you go Coral Dragon. Coral Dragon, and use this effect if you wanted to, and then yeah, then you just you level it, bring back level eater, then that gives you your charge, and then I go Coral Dragon, charge, you draw 2 more, and then you still have, in this scenario, you still have a jet engraved. So you can like pitch for it and make another formula, and or depending on what it is that you drew, you just do whatever it is that you do with whatever it is that you drew. But yeah, that's only if you're stuck in that scenario where you kind of forced to do that. And there's a combo that I forgot to mention in one of the combo videos, is that when you have this and junk. It's really, really good, because this has happened so many times where let's say you twin twister or whatever, you pop 2 back row and you're free to go. So what you do is you go quick draw, and then you go for Jet. You can bounce a monster if you want to, or another back row if you want, and then right here you can summon, and then you can go Trish. Or you can go Crystal Wing, which is the one I showcased. But Trish is another good thing you can do. This is really good. But yeah, I also wanted. I tried this for a bit because I was like, I wonder if I can make Infinity, because you can make Infinity because of the 2 quick draws. It gives you the option, or to consider it at least, that you can make. You can make Infinity with these guys. But then I was thinking, is there another way I can make it? And of course you can, because you have Excel, and he's a level 5 machine. So instead of opening up these two, the obvious to play, you can open up either of these, either this or that. So what you do is, unfortunately, I don't have the infinity on me, but I'll just show you that you can do it with either of this. Let's say just that one for the sake of the video. Okay, so what you do is you would pitch this to grave, and you would normal summon this, like that, and then you go Excel, and you could do it this way, and just do Nova Infinity this way, which is Infinity is pretty much a Quasar. It's just that it's an Exceed, and then it's not as strong, but you have to detach. But still, having Quasar and Infinity is that's just pretty intimidating as it is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much all you need to know for the newest additions to the deck. I'll link the video down below for those of you that have not checked those out. Feel free to check them out, and hopefully they have some sort of like insight that you were unaware of, and it helps you out. But if you knew it already, then that's perfectly fine. That's cool. That means we're on the same level, because you have an understanding of what it is to play this deck. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and